Many people see Netflix as a place to watch movies and shows, but how many of us turn to Netflix for their reality TV fix? Some of the mainstays of cable networks like CBS, ABC, and NBC all have some sort of reality show that draws in many different types of viewers. However, Netflix did not used to be one of them. In fact, they tried to stay away from the category as long as they could. Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos had a complete dismissal of reality TV shows back in 2015 when he said their disposable nature meant they weren't a great category for Netflix because they didn't have much of a long shelf life. Well, that all has changed. Netflix now dominates that market of reality TV shows, and their most popular show is Love is Blind. Today we look at why Love is Blind is so popular on Netflix right now.
I've met the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I've never seen her before.
Let's start off for those of you that haven't seen or heard of the show. It revolves around 30 men and women who spend 10 days dating in separate pods where they're unable to see each other through it. After picking a potential spouse, the man proposes. Then they meet face to face. Then they go on a trip to Mexico for a week. Then they move in together and then partake in a wedding service in front of their friends and families where they have to decide whether to split up or to actually get married. Obviously, this isn't that original of an idea, with many people comparing it to the likes of The Bachelor and Married at First Sight. So what's the driving force behind the experiment that is Love is Blind? The premise of Love is Blind is the belief that dating apps and social media have made everyone superficial and obsessed with the physical characteristics of a person, rather than their emotional selves. By creating an atmosphere in which people are only able to become attracted to each other through conversations, it really begs the question, what do we actually fall in love with? Is it people's personalities, or is it just appearances and material things?
Because every time I talk to her, there's like mad goosebumps. I told her I was ready to get married and I would choose her if I could.
Let's just be real for a second. These people are all seeking love in a very strange place. Not only that, it is on a super fast timeline where they must choose to get married in 40 days. But the premise of the show is something that sort of has a pure feel to it. It also has a scientific study backing it up. In a 2013 study published in the American Journal of Sociology, researchers analyzed the conversations of more than 900 heterosexual couples during speed dating encounters. What they found out is that communication played a huge role in what made certain couples feel connected more so than looks. The study also showed that a 4-minute date was ample time to forge a meaningful relationship. Okay, so if that really is true, then why are so many people hooked on this show? Well, it really comes down to the fact that a lot of these contestants end up turning into emotional train wrecks, and as a viewer, we can't help but feel better about ourselves and our love lives.
It's huge and I'm so lucky, thankful. I'm also really drunk.
It's affirming that even if one day we get played as badly as these contestants, we'll never be asked to propose to someone we've never met before and marry them in just a few short weeks. From a viewer's perspective, it is irresistibly entertaining to see this warped version of a real life play out.
Have you handled the stress? Beer?
Salud.
Yep.
And that truly is why reality TV is so popular among its viewers. It offers a glimpse into a different world with different rules than many of us are used to having in our everyday lives. Not only that, people eat up reality TV because it is casual, entertaining, and provides an escape from the world that they are living in and makes you think differently, like, how would I fare if I was put in that situation? And those few simple things keeps the viewer coming back for more and more and just waiting on how things are going to play out. Netflix has really honed in on this format, and it's the way that Netflix presents reality TV that makes it that much more popular. Reality TV isn't a new concept, but when it's presented in a different way, it really gets people to watch. Netflix and reality TV are a great pairing because Netflix offers the opportunity to binge and rewards obsessive watching with instant gratification. Picture this, you're sitting on your couch and you get so invested into an episode and then boom, it's over. And it used to be that you had to wait a week for the next episode. Now with Netflix, you can just jump to the next episode in seconds, and then before you know it, you've been sitting there for hours. What really sets Love is Blind apart from other reality TV shows is its aspect of change. To separate itself from competitor shows like The Bachelor, where contestants try to find love with one individual, and they date, and date, and date, and date some more. It's repetitive. Love is Blind changes throughout. They start off in the pods for 10 days, and then they're out of them meeting for the first time face to face. Then they're in Mexico, and then they go back to Atlanta, where they move in together. And then they meet parents, and then they're looking at wedding dresses. It all moves relatively swiftly, and it changes throughout, keeping the viewer engaged in something different. And it's that changing aspect that drives things to become extra dramatic, and drama equals viewers.
He's been telling me a lot of things. He told me he was going to propose to me last night. He told me he wanted to propose to me and make me his wife. And he just told me tonight.
Not only that, Netflix did not have contestants pretend cameras were not around like other shows have done. It makes it seem a lot more real because people are watching their every move. Trying to force something that isn't real will instantly turn off a viewer and say that is definitely scripted and no longer has the reality feel to it. There are also no commercials on Netflix, which adds to the appeal of watching reality TV on Netflix. No breaks keeps you, the viewer, totally engaged without seeing the same ad to buy a car over and over again. It keeps you fully invested in the show itself and does not allow you to get away or become distracted by something else. These are all different reasons as to why Netflix has a stronger hold on reality TV than traditional networks do. There are a few reasons why it fits in with the Netflix catalog of shows. From a production standpoint, reality shows are cheaper to make and much quicker to produce, meaning they could be done in a quick turnaround for more seasons to add to keep viewers watching. Not only that, when shows are done right, they're endlessly bingeable. Sure, they're mindless, but that doesn't stop them from being engaging. Plus, they're convenient, as viewers are able to do chores, wander the internet, spend time on their phones, or make dinner while an episode plays in the background, before then returning to it and immediately being able to catch up. Love is Blind is something that will have you talking about it to people you know, whether it's because you are so invested in what's happening or because that it is so outlandish that you want others to experience how ridiculous it is. Regardless of why, Netflix has you watching. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what reality TV is and why Love is Blind is the newest sensation to come to the category.
Jessica probably had a little too much fun. I never felt like there was anything I had to worry about with my fiance, but if I felt like she stepped over the line one more time, I would break her face.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing to the channel. As always, please like, comment, and look out for future videos. Thanks for watching.